Dagger! Dagger! Set! Two jet! Two jet!
Switch! Switch! Run! Run! Woo! Woo! Yeah, baby! 3-3! Hey, watch the
Get ready! Way 90! Way 90! Set!
Here we go. 20.
Okay, baby, I see you. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Cut. 20.
Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, baby. Boom. Watch 16. Watch 16.
Cut.
Single,
20.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Kim.
Force! Let's go! Blue 58! Force! Force! Let's go! Force! Force! Set! 180! High!
Bring it! Bring it! Run! It's your game, baby. Touchdown!
Black 54, here we go. Black 20!
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go. Black 20!
Hey, boy. Four down. Three down. Three down. Watch tight end. Hey.
Black 54, here we go. Al, here we go. Super! Cut! Value 3! Value 3! Dula!
Check. Fresno. Three down. Two times.
Cut! Black 20!
We got four. They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Cut! Black 20!
Four down. Alert. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Black 54, here we go. Arm.
Six guys. Watch 17.
Here we go. Super 1.
Got three. Bang. We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go. Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
Cut! Black 20!
Hey.
Al, here we go.
We got four down.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. To throw is Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards. As they run the counter play. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 11 yards for number 11.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On first down, it's gone. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second and 10. Goff again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Value three.
From the gun on third down, gone. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Bridgewater on first down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Robert Quinn in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Bridgewater now on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Be ready. Blue 58.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. At 21 yards there as they convert on third. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. First down throw for Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hodges. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
First down, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 3rd and 2. Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now Goff. Dancing to his left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Back now in Los Angeles. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. Fresh set of downs here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff looking right. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it, because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Minnesota, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.